Swear to God, I thought I had recorded a review for episodes 1 to 3. Can't find it. Well, all right. It is what it is. So this is reviewing episodes 1 to 4. Now, 4 is actually pretty good and pretty strong. So this review will be a little distortive. A lot of other people are reviewing the batches of episodes they're giving. I'm going to be honest, I have to catch up a lot because of certain issues. But let's get right into it. The first 3 episodes were kind of lame. Um, yeah, there's really not many good things I can say about them. I mean, for one thing, production design was excellent. Like, looks amazing. Sound design, the acting was sharp. Dialogue a little weak here and there, but okay, it was functional. And again, the screen presence I thought was pretty strong, especially Krennic looked astonishing. What he's saying sounds correct, sounds cohesive. But and a lot of people say the episodes were slow. No, they weren't just slow; they were pretty useless. I mean, I understand what they were trying to do. They're showing the rebellion is still a little confused, but really, we're just wasting time. And some of the plot developments that, wow, brave, heroic rebel man dies to motivate Andor was so so generic. Now, I will say this, having seen the later episodes, quality of the first couple episodes is deceptive. It gets a lot better. It gets a lot better. And I know some people really complain about the dance number that Mon Mothma does and certain issues like that. Yeah, the music is a little erratic in quality. Like sometimes the music is radically inappropriate. It does not feel at all like John Williams. But again, sometimes the music is really good, but it's much too loud. It is too loud. It is overbearing. To turn down the volume, then I can't hear the dialogue. So again, good music. Sometimes it works, but sometimes they overplay their hand. Goes on for too long. Not appropriate for the scene. Yeah, that was a major issue. And again, a lot of this is setting up. And again, it does have a payoff, but it could have been done shorter, more refined, and many things were just not necessary. Like there's an early part of episode 1, which has an excellent sequence with the TIE fighter. That's great, but it begins very kind of like, huh? Where for whatever reason there's like a sexual joke, and you're like, huh? So yeah, tonally, yeah, it's just a lot of inconsistencies. And it plays a role in the later episodes, but really you could have just dropped 2 of these episodes. Now, one of them is critical. One of them is the infamous, now world infamous. And does it happen? Yes. A woman is attacked. She defends herself, but it's overblown. It is a short sequence. It does not dominate even that entire episode, but it does happen. It is a little jarring canonically now. A woman does say these things. That's out of step with most of the Star Wars stories. Definitely the most of the cartoons. So yeah, it's a little jarring, but it's well done in context, and the controversy really does not make sense once you see the whole episode and see it with the other episodes. It's like it's just one of many shocking things that happen within the rebellion, and it's not exploitive. But again, in fact, that's one of the things is that even that very shocking moment is kind of drags. So yeah, my score for the first 3 episodes would be pretty severe. They were just very boring, dragged a lot, really no major revelations. Again, but parts of the plot were critical to the later episodes. That is about it, but it just felt like they were just not going anywhere. I mean, and some of the jokes were really lame. They were really not. They were not funny. They were not clever. Got a little bit lazy because the future episodes, again, a few exceptions, the dialogue's pretty sharp. It's a few weak moments, but yeah, so it's like apples and oranges. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to say that the first 3 introductory episodes are just pretty weak. They're pretty weak. I'd have to give the whole batch of them around a 5.5 out of 10, being really severe. They just don't seem really necessary. They just seem like the actors and producers and writers just took a vacation and said, "Hey, we're back in the world of Andor. we're going to take our time doing shocking, crazy things or dance number for reasons. Now, do things start to get better with episode 4? Yes. Things start to get a lot better. The pacing, the dialogue, everything gets a lot stronger. That said, the problems of the first three are still with episode 4. It is slow. It is slow, but promise of the payoff is there, which they do follow up on, and it's very excellent. Because this is a no spoiler review, I cannot really say what will happen with Cyril or the family or Deidre, but it is fairly shocking and it is well set up. So you get the seeds of that, but again, which is good. Krennic comes back, that's critical. But again, they could have just really synthesized this a lot better. That said, things are laid out. Again, because from the trailer, it looks a little weird and distortive the way, like Cassian looks like a James Bond guy. They set it up. They do start it up. So it just feels like the first three episodes were just, I don't know, a pre-trial to the actual story. That's fine. So the episode 4 is still slow, but it's slow for a purpose. And a lot of great things are set up, especially with Luthen. I can't really stand the way he's dressed up. I mean, I get it. It's an act, it's a performance, but that's a little annoying. That said, all of this is tying very carefully to certain plans that the rebels have, and there are certain twists with what we think the Empire knows and what they're really doing to get to the Death Star. And that's actually surprising. I haven't seen the future episodes because, again, this has always been a dilemma with first movie that Death Star just appeared. Like, really, like, why didn't the rebels just destroy the thing before it was built? And you're like, okay, this really answers a lot of questions. And again, I really, really enjoy and respect what they're doing with the Empire because really before this, we don't really have that many great villains. We really have just Grievous, technically, although he's a little heroic, so he's a little weird. We've got Tarkin, we've got Maul, we've got Palpatine, of course. So within this time period, up to this point, yeah, it's just Krennic, Tarkin, Grievous, Palpatine. I don't consider Vader a very good villain. Um, but they're doing a lot with these episodes to really flesh out a much more wide range of the Empire and a lot of different personality types. And again, there's no spoiler. Can't get into it because it's just certain things that are being done with the dialogue, just small things that are like, which will be very critical later. So we just have a better sense of the stakes and who the opponent is. Because again, good or bad, the first film, it is just very much like bland Imperial types, except for Darkin, who has a personality. But we really don't know, like, who are these people? Why are they motivated? What do they do exactly? This really fills in a lot, and it goes in very unexpected places. And this part, the trailer was not misleading, but it is shocking when you realize, oh, they're doing this, which means you know this, which means you're going to make this trade off, which is pretty shocking, even for the Empire. Yes, we know that these are fascists, but it's pretty shocking how evil some of them are and how some of them are just indifferent. They're like, oh, yeah, I mean, technically we're going to be committing a genocide, but, we have to do these things. So, very powerful with episode 4, especially the ending. But again, the first 3 episodes kind of drag everything down. Okay, so trying to find an average, I'd have to say, again, because episode 4 is really good, but the average for, I think, the first 4 is a disappointing 6 out of 10. But there's a promise of something better, and they do get better, but, it is what it is. So if you want to at least stick around for the 3 episodes, there are some good cameos, some excellent things with production, but really, you could begin in the middle of episode 3 and just, there you go. I mean, you really will not have missed much. But I'm a purist and completist, but really, yeah, those 3 episodes could have been edited a lot better. They really should have edited a lot better.